Hello, guys. Good to see you all again. I just realized that my mic was muted. I am sorry. But good to see you all again. Ah, here we go. Yeah, we do only got that's fine. I'm only putting this up because I honestly don't know what else to put up, and I'm probably just going to read through chat for most of the. Oh, never mind then. I got more responses. But there we go. Yes, there we go indeed. How are y'all doing this lovely weekend? Yo, what's up, Jiggle? How many minutes have you been talking? Now, I wasn't talking much. I was talking for like 10 seconds. Okay. If nobody's got anything else to say, wait a second. I had a few things that I might have wanted to talk about. Ohio Sakai. Whoa. It's that song. Brandon, are you hyped for Goblin Slayer Season 2 and the Duke of Death Season 2? Not gonna lie, I'm not, because I've never watched any of those. Or, I haven't even seen the first season of Goblin Slayer. I heard there was some controversial stuff about the first episode, but yeah, I just never watched it because it's an isekai. My mom tried buying me the Goblin Slayer manga when she had no idea what it was. Oh lord. Spelled Konosuba wrong. Yeah. Okay, well, I got some submissions here, so I might as well just go through them. Thoughts on the Assassination Classroom. Oh god, I'm having a stroke. Well, hello there. I wonder how few animes Brenda has watched since the last time I was here. I watched Haruhi Suzumiya Season 2. I got through Endless 8, guys. Do you know? I survived Endless 8. I did it. I could have easily just skipped through it. I could have just watched the first episode of Endless 8 and then the last one, and it would have made just as much sense. But no, I was too stubborn. I had to watch through every single episode. And for those of you who don't know what Endless 8 is, yeah, hello fellow nerds. I hope everyone had a righteously positive day. Hello Laura, thank you so much for joining. Okay, for those of you who don't know what Endless 8 is, Haruhi Suzumiya is a show where it's like a, you know, your high school show, but like they deal with like more supernatural elements, and the main character Haruhi is kind of a god in a way, but she doesn't know it, and things happen because of that. So essentially what ends up happening is that they get stuck in a time loop, and every time it gets to the end of that time loop, then it resets, and it resets their memories and stuff, and they need to break out of it and stuff. But because they keep forgetting every single time, what happens is that they repeat the same episode, and the same things that happen essentially repeat every single episode, except it's not out of laziness. They reanimated the entire thing from scratch and they revoice everything. All the stuff that happens is almost exactly the same in every episode, except for a few minor differences. And it does that for like 8 episodes straight, and people lost their minds. So yeah, and it was only in the last episode where they managed to break out of it and stuff, but it ended up becoming a historic event, because and people are just wondering what the hell the production staff was thinking when they did this. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, you use Brave too. I do. Okay, how does it feel to have wasted almost 3 hours of your life watching the same episode 8 times? You know, it was an enlightening experience. It wasn't actually as painful as people might have said. I don't know. Maybe it's because I had mentally prepared myself, but I'd say that editing my voiceover footage for my videos is a lot harder and more painful. Endless 8, it was just a little bit boring at times, but it wasn't something that like a quick break could fix, and then I go right back into it, and yeah, I got it done within a day, so it was actually fairly easy. Oh, thank you. Darkness over Megumin. Someone stole Brandon's name on Discord. Which one of you Chads did it? Because you have my ultimate respect. Okay, that's something that's like really, because yeah, for those of you who don't know about the Discord change, they're changing their username. So instead of having 4 numbers at the end of it, they're just making it a username like Twitter. And but they're rolling it out slowly, and so people would have been able to claim certain usernames before other people. And someone took Brandon R Talks. So that's not there anymore. I can't use it. Thankfully, Darkness over Megumin managed to reserve my actual, reserve Brandon Talks at the very least. And in exchange, I changed the server profile pic to a REM profile pic for like a week or something. It's like, you know, that's a trade-off I'm willing to go for, especially considering that this could be permanent. So yeah. Yeah, imagine reanimating an episode. Just think about all those drawings. Yeah, they redid everything from scratch. Completely new camera angles. Everything looks different. Like, they changed the clothes.
Someone stole Brandon's name on Discord. Which one of you Chads did it? Cause you have my ultimate respect.
Thanks, YouTube delay. This is really fun. Okay. But yeah, how many times have you rewatched Konosuba? I think I only rewatched it once. But I think I was also rereading the light novels once as well, and that's a pretty big endeavor. So yeah. But yeah, in Endless 8, it was pretty crazy, like, especially with how like it's directed slightly differently as well. It's like they got the same script, but then like they redirected everything. Like, they're different episodes, but with the same thing happening. That's what's kind of fascinating about it to me, with different music. And yeah, kind of had me thinking about the directing of the show as well, like how different music choices made different things happening. I don't know, it was fascinating. I remember when I was watching it for the first time and I did a double check if I hadn't started the same episode. Rem is better than Amelia and isn't even close. Let's go! The change from the number to handles is really annoying. I've had the same numbers for almost 7 years. Yeah, it is really annoying. And like, I don't know anyone who actually wants Discord to do this, because it's already good the way it is, and it's just gonna become annoying now that it's just a username, because now a lot of people are gonna have to change it from the regular username to adding a bunch of random numbers and X's on the sides and stuff, just to differentiate themselves, because their regular username is taken. So fun. Brandon, you've responded to one of the 17 Google form responses. Well, that's because I'm talking to you guys. I think, again, I said at the beginning that this was just supposed to be here for, just as something to show, just in case. But yeah, okay. Next is Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. Yes, indeed, and I'm really looking forward to that. That movie looks really good. And a lot of people have said it is really good, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's watch a new trailer of Mushoku Tensei Season 2. Oh, do you want to do that? Okay, wait. But yeah, Mushoku Tensei Season 2 looks really good. I'm excited for that as well. Rem and Amelia fans are at each other's throats. Kana and Akane fans are just united against the abundance of Aqua Ruby incest shippers. Yeah, I just imagine that meme where it's just like... Wait a second. What was that meme called? Where they're grabbing each other's hand and stuff, and it's like, this one. We gotta make the meme. It was just like Akane fans, Kana. Yeah. I'm so terrible at this, guys. Sorry. Have you played Tears of the Kingdom? No, I have not, because I am not a gamer, but it does look really good. It looks very interesting. It is really fun to see the amount of people who just go insane with the amount of creative stuff that they could do in that game, because it looks really fun. Like, just like, oh, you can figure out the same puzzle but with different solutions and stuff, and you can just figure it out your own way yourself, and it's like, that's really cool. And to think that the creator of it actually just did it to because he saw his son being lazy and stuff, and he's just like, oh, this is how you do it and there's no other way, and he's just like, no, I want to encourage creativity in the minds of the youth, so he made that game. It's an enemy stand. Oh no. Brandon, where can I find this little playlist you're using for the stream background? I get that a lot. I just, whatever. I'll just post it in chat. Give me one very quick second. Oh, it's from Predator? It is? There, shoppers. This is a bad meme, guys. No. Sup, hello, sup. Okay, mine's unique as how you couldn't guess my Discord name if you tried. Okay, I'm not gonna try. Have you seen Spider-Verse? Yes, I have. The new Spider-Verse Across the Spider-Verse movie is amazing, and you all gotta watch it, even if you don't watch movies anymore. I know a lot of anime fans that don't watch movies anymore, but you should watch the Spider-Verse movies because they're really, really good. When's the new video dropping? When it's done. Probably in a couple of weeks. I'm recording the voiceover for it now, so now all I gotta do left is the video editing. Okay, we should watch The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses trailer. We could watch a few trailers. We could talk about it. Okay, I just got here. What is going on? We're just talking. It's okay. Brandon, the Discord invite isn't working. Yeah, that's on purpose. We've had it locked for now until General 1 calms down from people being too... Yeah, I've explained this a lot, but we're going to unlock it soon, very soon, hopefully. Okay, Brandon and his attempt at creating... I'm sorry! I usually have more, a better sense of humor than that. That was... yeah. But yeah. Spider-Verse is really, really good. Okay. Thoughts on Assassination Classroom? I think it's really good. I'm actually watching the Ass Class right now, and yeah, I'm watching with my little brother, and it's really interesting so far. I'm looking forward to see how it goes. It's really fun. Koro-sensei is great. He's just such a fun character. But yeah. Oh wait, what happened to General 1? It's just being really cringe right now. Well, it's calmed down ever since me and the mods have gone on top of things more. But yeah, I think it's doing better now, and I'll have to talk to the mods about reopening it, so that the reason we locked it is so that more people don't join and think, oh, acting with this behavior is normal, and so we can join in with that. It's like, no, we don't want the problem to get worse. So yeah. Brandon sucks at memes because he has other people make them. Hey, shut up, darkness. The opening is just have them dancing. They're staring in my soul. Okay. I'll probably read the Assassination Classroom manga. Huh. Yeah. Cringe in what way, Brandon? Just being like, not really having much substantial conversation, you know? Just like, almost like it was a second shit posting channel. But it's not like that as much anymore. I think it's doing really well. And but it's I think it's calmed down. I haven't checked chat this morning though. What do you think of Nagisa? Yeah, he's cool. I can't lie. When I first saw it and I saw his design, it's like, okay, he's a trap and stuff. But then I heard his voice and he even sounded like a girl. I'm like, bruh, why are they doing this to me? Why? Why is this? Why did they make him like this? I mean, I know there's probably going to be a reason for Nagisa to be like that when we get into his backstory. But, yeah. I accidentally got Steel Ball Run in French. I feel bad for you. Have we already talked about the Megumin series? Oh, I've only seen the first 2 episodes because I already know how the rest of the story is going to go. Because I read the light novels for it, but it seems fun. Nagisa best girl. Okay, Nagisa's design is explained later on in season 2. Yeah, I could guess. Okay, hot take. The manga is better than the anime. How so? I wasn't aware that there were any major differences. You just reminded me of Clannad when you said Nagisa. Oh yeah, there's another character called Nagisa. But yeah, okay. Can we talk about how mid Rem is? Yes, guys, let's talk. Let's go on an hour-long tangent about how about why Rem is mid. And no, I can't do that because there's nothing else to talk about. Now, you see, if there was someone here to argue against me about why Rem is mid, then we could have a fun conversation. That's what happens when we have a lack of Notaku, guys. He'd be here to defend Rem's honor, and he'd get mad, and it'd be funny. But since there's no one here to get mad, because we're all in agreement, there's no conflict, and we can't keep going. Yeah. Yet another pre-recorded video Brandon created before his death. Glad to see his remaining families following the wishes in his will. What? Okay, we are back going to rewatch Clannad after story and trying to make myself cry for it since I have no sympathy or remorse. Rem is mid. She died for Misa of all people. I can't get mad if Brandon's right. Yeah, exactly. Rem is a good character and it really shows in the later arcs. I assume you're talking about the light novels. And if she, okay, because I don't know about this, but like, because like we all know that Rem is gonna come back at some point. But if she comes back and she's not a Subaru simp anymore, I'd probably like her a lot better. I cannot lie. If she just stopped being a Subaru simp and decided to be her own person, I'd like her way more instantly. That's all. That's like all it needs to do. Okay. Rem is named after a rock and roll band, so therefore she's not. What? Since when? Chad Kazuma accepting all the women versus Virgin Subaru for only wanting one woman. And okay, I gotta fight for Kazuma's name here. He isn't as scummy as, oh, okay, he is very, 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 very scummy, but he's not that scummy that he'd try and chase after all of them, because he, in the light novels, he chooses one and sticks with them and keeps consistent with that. So yeah, that is very, very nice. Thank you, Sleeping Toast. Rem is mid is now at $100 for the Rem is mid fund now. Let's go, guys. And then Darkness it donated at the exact same time saying Rem best girl, Rem best girl, Rem best girl. Oh god. Oh no, he knows exactly what he's gonna do. Now the voice reader is gonna read it all out and then it's, oh god. But thanks to the YouTube delay. Oh god, here it comes.
Rem is mid $100.
Let's go.
For the Rem is mid fund now.
Okay, no, here it comes. Bro, she quite literally mentally destroyed him on her return. Oh, no, no.
Rem
best
girl,
no.
Rem best girl, Rem best girl, Rem best girl, Rem best girl.
What a travesty.
Rem best girl, Rem best girl, Rem best girl.
No. He's trying to hypnotize me, guys. He's trying to brainwash me. No, it's not gonna work. Okay. Bro, check the log, please. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to talk to you guys. You can submit whatever you want in here. Rem's most entertaining state is vegetable, and the only reason she's entertaining then is because she's character development material for Ram. Oh, this is so harsh, guys. Megumin. Okay. Crush over every ReZero females. I can respect it. I can respect that. She's pretty cool. Brandon knows me so well. Me noticing I haven't watched any new anime for a year. Oh, look, someone I can relate to. Nah. Okay. On a tangentially related note, harem manga lasts around 200 chapters when they would actually be pretty good if they only lasted around 80 chapters. Why is that? Personally, I'm not a fan of harem stuff in general. Speaking of harems, I found this pretty cute manga. But it was it's called pseudo harem, but what makes it interesting is that there's only one girl and like one guy and stuff, and it's about the two of them. But essentially the girl is an actor, and she like tries to play these different archetypes and stuff, and she switches between them, and it's really cute. And it's really good. I posted a quick thing on my Twitter. I can show you guys, because like each chapter is only 4 pages long, so it's really quick. But it's also yeah, it's really wholesome. So I'll just show you guys quickly. Yeah, he's like, having been born I don't want to read it out because like part of it, because I feel like that'd be cringe, but yeah. I mean, there's not like, I don't know if there's a lot of progression since I've only just started it, but from what I have seen, it is really nice. It's just like, it's just this type of thing that you smile at and stuff. Like, it's not really something where you're getting tons of progression, I think, but like each chapter is still like really wholesome in its own way. Rem comes back without her memories, but still becomes friends with Subaru and the others. Oh, okay, is that a spoiler? I don't know if that's a spoiler. Okay. Okay. I stopped reading it for some reason. I don't think there's much pressure to continue reading it, but it's nice. Okay. Oh, the absurd 100 girlfriend who really love you show comes out soon, and I can't tell if it sounds disgustingly trashy or the funniest thing to come from Japan since Nichijou. Yeah, I'm not sure what to expect from that either, to be honest. Oh my gosh, Nefarious. No, you guys are just abusing the voice thing, and it's just like, oh, let's get it to say something stupid. Oh my god.
Banana, 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 banana.
Oh my god. Nana. Yeah, it's called pseudo harem. So yeah, it's really cool. I have another hot take. The harem genre should have never been invented. You know, Notaku's probably gonna hate that take, but not gonna lie, I kind of agree. It shouldn't have become a genre. I mean, sure, I guess there's some harem things that could exist here or there, but I don't think it should have become a genre in itself. I think I've given up on Brandon responding to the Google forums. Guys, I've said this over and over again. It's just there just in case, like, as a thing to display, because I have nothing else to display otherwise. Don't mind me, I'm just testing stuff. Okay, fine. I've ran out of chat to read, but yeah. Okay, Emilia Best Girl, sure. How many rats could you fight at once? What are these questions, guys? Probably a bunch. I could probably fight 10. I don't know. I don't want to fight rats. Those are disgusting. Konosuba Season 3. I'm looking forward to it. Konosuba Season 3. Let's go. Have you seen the My Anime List web novel writing competition? The winners get their web novels published as official light novels or manga, and I figured it'd interest you as a writer. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That does sound interesting to me, but right now, I'm not as interested in writing original stories and would prefer to focus on writing my scripts for my YouTube channel. Oh my...
Batman.
Darkness, are you kidding me? Oh my god. Okay. I speak in... Even you speak straight facts. I speak no other language than the truth. Okay, that one panel from 100 Girlfriends that's basically just a 1,000-word essay taped to either side of the main character's face is amazing, and I can't wait to see how the torture of the VA with it. No, I saw that panel. It looks insane. Oh, it's just this one guy who literally describes everything he loves about all 100 of his girlfriends. And it's just this massive essay, like in one panel, when the words themselves are so tiny, you'd have to zoom in order to read it all. And I have no idea how they're going to handle it in the anime adaptation. That is just insane. Harem is cool if they actually explored the repercussions. You know, I could get into that if they explored the repercussions, but for the most part, people just use it as a kind of wish fulfillment thing, and that's it. But yeah, if there's no harem genre, we wouldn't have such works of art like Rental Girlfriend and Redo of a Healer. Oh boy, what would we do without them? That's a base dono, Darkness. I'll give you that. Yeah, it was. Okay. Okay. Okay, next one. When's the new video coming? Probably in a couple weeks. I'm in the middle of recording it right now, and I just need to edit it. So yeah. What was that one dating sim game you played called? That was Doki Doki Literature Club, or unless you're talking about Katawa Shoujo. Katawa Shoujo. And it's really, really good. I mean, it is a dating sim, but I didn't, to be honest, I didn't really think of it as one as much when I was actually playing it. It just seemed more like a romance visual novel, like, because like it actually tells a story and stuff. It is really good, but yeah. Oh, don't you start! I will go into Katawa Shoujo once again and say, hey, you.
Newbie symbol. Newbie symbol.
What?
Newbie symbol.
Oh my god!
Newbie symbol. Newbie symbol. Newbie symbol.
I should have locked this at the $5 minimum or something.
Newbie symbol. Newbie symbol. Newbie symbol. Newbie symbol. Newbie symbol.
You guys. Oh my god.
Newbie symbol.
Oh my god!
Newbie symbol. Newbie symbol.
Show the banner, coward. Oh yeah, the banner. Yeah. Darkness.
Newbie symbol. Newbie symbol. Newbie symbol.
Voice, you shut up.
Newbie symbol. Newbie symbol. Newbie symbol. Newbie.
Okay. Newbie symbol. Okay. Oh my god, you guys are kidding me.
Banner coward.
Show the banner, coward. Oh my god! You guys suck. How on earth is it gonna pronounce that? Okay. Where's the banner? Okay. So, for those of you who, most of you don't know this, but there's a particular route where oh god, this is so cringe, but whatever. I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, wait a second. I'm trying to keep up with chat. Sorry. Okay, Saikano is one of the greatest harems and is unironically a great show. Oh, okay, I've heard about that. I gotta check that out. But yeah, okay. Wait a second, did it just straight up not pronounce Nefarious? Because it didn't know how to. It's just like, oh, I just give up on this. But yeah, okay, so every morning I've been running in the mornings, and that's thanks to this game. It actually, it gave me post-visual novel depression so badly, and the main character in it runs every day, and it actually got, like, I don't know how to explain it if you haven't played the game, but this is the sort of game that actually kind of changes you as a person. Like, no matter, oh no, it worked. I'm sorry, that just sounded so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, but okay, for real, this is, I've heard this from so many different people who've played this. But it's actually the sort of thing that can actually kind of change you as a person. Like, I've heard people go down a certain route and it's like, damn it, I'm gonna start doing this. I want to start doing this because of this game, and I'm gonna start reading because of this girl's route, or I'm going to start doing this. And for me, that was going down Emmy's route, and that was for running. And hey Brandon, have you heard of Katawa Shoujo? Yeah, and I actually started running every single day, and I got into the habit of doing it. So even after that post-visual novel depression went away, I'm still running every morning, just for the exercise. And Darkness being Darkness, he wants to be a troll, so much to the point where he's dedicated for it. He goes, Brandon, he made posters. He commissioned a Fiverr artist to make posters for everyone, for people who are doing different exercises and stuff in the workout room. And for some, it's at first it was just the workout for waifu poster, but now he commissioned one especially for me, and it's called Exercise for Emmy. And he's like, Brandon, you have to post this every single time you post in the workout room that you've exercised today, and I am. It looks really nice though. I gotta admit, it's a nice looking poster. This is dedication, guys. This is next level dedication. Did it just ignore me? No, it just took a while. It was just processing Nefarious. But it still said it. But yeah, Emmy's route made me want to exercise too, but I lost the motivation when I realized I'd have to go out in public with these other people. You don't really need to. You can just exercise by yourself. But yeah, it's just about the habit of doing it. But yeah. I mean, you can. There are plenty of spaces that I go to where it's like there's not really many people and stuff. You can just go out in the grass or something and exercise there. Yeah. But yeah, did you hear about this? Okay, I want to have a poster of a majestic lion in my workout room. Okay, Lily's route gave me a new appreciation for the indomitable human will to carry on, because seeing someone without sight navigate life so flawlessly is legitimately beautiful. Yeah, exactly. It just gives you so much appreciation for different things. It is legitimately good storytelling. It's more than just a dating sim. It's not. It feels weird to call it that because it's less about. It's just about learning these characters' stories and stuff, and it really gets you attached to what's happening and living this character's life. Okay. For a Dojin Eroge that's 20 years old, it's got actual cutscenes, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, it is kind of crazy, and it was on a very low budget too. Like the people. I saw a Gigux video which was talking about the production of it, and it's kind of insane. And a miracle that it managed to be made at all, let alone be good. Like, yeah. Like, it's kind of weird to call it an eroge too, because they're like, yeah, they are technically lewd scenes, but they're not really like. They're more like in books and stuff. There might be a sex scene in a book or something. You're not really like. They're more so there for story reasons rather than just something that you could, you know, like, get turned on by or anything. It's not really that. It's just a natural point in the romance. And you can turn on a censor for it as well if you really want to. So yeah. Does it have a twist like Doki Doki Literature Club? No, not really. It's just good storytelling. There's no, like, a twist or anything like that. The first chapter in itself is a little mundane, but when you really get into it, then it gets really, really interesting. What is Kenji's route? Okay, eroge are ironically some of the best storytelling media on the internet. You and Me and Her may be the best piece of psychological horror I've ever seen other than Evangelion. Yeah, exactly. I think the reason, actually, because I've heard that, like, because a lot of people who play eroge aren't actually very interested in the sex scenes. They're just playing it for the story, and I think the reason they put them in, actually, is for marketing purposes, because that's why visual novels started out, so that they could, you know, for that. But as it progressed, people realized we could tell a real story with this, and they just kind of kept those in, so that, like, it's kind of confirmed that people would buy it and stuff. Like, it's a safe kind of thing that would go, oh, okay, this is an eroge, people are going to buy it for that. But then they're also going to get some really good storytelling. And it got to a point where people aren't playing it for the sex scenes anymore. They're just playing it for the story. Most of the time, the H scenes are the worst part of the game. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just want to skip it unless it's an integral part of the story. But yeah, I kind of feel the same way. It's like watching porn for the plot, but level 100. No, not really. It's that's the thing. It is not like that at all, because like 99% of it isn't like that at all. And like even when you do get to it, it's like you're so far into the game that you've had to have like earned it. And even then, it's not very sexy. It's just kind of there. It's like, okay, this is there. It's happening. But yeah, honestly, it's not even, by the time I got to it, it's like, this isn't really like important, honestly. But yeah. I mean, you're more so watching it, doing it like when you get up to that point, it's satisfying because of the character progression rather than that. Yeah. You should play School Days. No. I've heard of that. But yeah, for this game in particular, it's done pretty tastefully. Yeah, it is done very tastefully. Good night, everyone. Too much adulting makes for a very sleepy lady. Wishing you guys a radical weekend. Stay nerdy, you goobers. Thank you, Laura. Okay, I mean, look at the whole world and tell me that it doesn't look like a D&D campaign. Okay, there's a H scene in Lily's route that I actually think is one of the better parts of the route. The screen is just black the whole time, but it's an incredibly important moment in their relationship. Yeah, I'm actually curious to play Lily's route as well. The reason you say it's not sexy is because you went with Emmy's route, who has the... Oh, okay. I'll have to see with the other characters and stuff, but even then, it's like... By that point, I'm not really as interested. I mean... I'm not really interested in like it for hentai reasons anymore. I'm interested in it because it's like a genuinely immersive story at that point. Like I'm actually into it. But yeah, okay. Okay, there's a princess. Okay. You gonna watch Mushoku Tensei when it returns? Yeah, of course. Brandon, what fast food do you eat the most? I don't know, probably Subway. I'm not eating fast food that much, but yeah, probably Subway. I like Subway. I like my salad and sandwich. Okay, you need to watch Heavenly Delusion. I just watched it yesterday and it's the best show I've seen in the Heat season. I don't have high dive. Oh, Heavenly Delusion sounds interesting. I think I gotta watch it at some point. I've seen a lot about it. Please tell chat what isekai, that isekai means different world, and so Oshinoko is not an isekai, for the love of God. I feel like most people have been calling Oshinoko an isekai as a joke and stuff, rather than actually thinking that it's that's an actual isekai. Like, oh my gosh, he died and reincarnated into another. It's an isekai, guys. It's an isekai. No, it's not an isekai. He's still in the same world, so it's not an isekai. But I feel like people have associated isekai with reincarnation more than actually going to a different world. I mean, it's kind of both, but yeah. For Oshinoko's 8th episode, what do you think of Aqua now? Did he do the right thing? Is he actually in love with Akane? Did he actually love Ai, or was it because of Serena? I can only imagine the consequences Aqua will have to face later on. Okay, I don't know if this is spoilers or not, but I don't think it's huge spoilers. But I think it's fairly obvious. No, he's not in love with Akane. He's doing, like, he clearly stated that he was manipulating her. Okay. It made it fairly obvious. Like, there's a reason that after Akane did the entire pretended to be Ai at the beginning, and she was acting the part, and he was like, he was blushing at that and stuff. And that was because he does love Ai. But the reason, that's exactly why after that he went to visit Kana, because it was to confirm what his own feelings were, and it was so that he could see that and realize, yeah, okay, it wasn't Akane herself, it was just her pretending to be Ai, and it was Ai that he was in love with. And the reason he was playing baseball with, he was playing catch with Kana is because he wanted to basically confirm his feelings and stuff. And when he saw her again, he went, yeah, okay, this is true. So in the end, when he went with Akane and stuff, it was purely for the purposes of manipulating her. And yeah. But yeah. Brendan, you have motivated me to read Konosuba because you told me that Kazuma ends up romancing one of the girls of the stream, and I can't stop thinking of which one he could possibly choose. I mean, it's not that difficult to figure out based on the movie and stuff, but yeah. Okay, Darkness says, my favorite isekai is Toradora because only in another world would a guy big target I got over Minori. He is savage today. God. Okay, but yeah, it's a bit hard to explain this without a proper analysis, without a proper script and stuff. No, bro. He was right for picking Taiga. Minori is still best girl to me, but Taiga and Ryuji still belong together. No spoiler, why you tell?
My baby Sekai
oh my god.
Dora cause only in another world would a guy pick Taiga over Minori.
Okay, but it's not really a spoiler. You could, I feel like most people who looked at the poster for Toradora immediately could tell that Taiga and Ryuji get together in the end. It was like really, really obvious from the beginning. But yeah. I caught up with the Oshinoko manga recently, and it honestly might be the best drop manga I've read, except for Chainsaw Man. All the characters are so good, and the Theodore arc is god tier. Yeah, I can't wait to see the Theodore arc be adapted. But the way the Demon King in Konosuba was written is like when someone name drops Vecna without actually revealing what he looked like or what he can do. Yeah. Base Brandon take. Well, which one? But yeah, it's... Did he actually love Ai, or was it because of Serena? That is a good question, actually. I don't know the answer to that. It could have started out because of his grief towards Serena, and but then it eventually developed of love and admiration for Ai later on. But yeah, it's a bit hard to tell, honestly. I'm not sure right now. But I do think, did he do the right thing? That's very morally questionable. I don't think that he did the right thing, but I think that's kind of the point. Like, Aqua is manipulative. That's kind of what the point of this is. And yeah. Bro, you're in denial. You might as well rename this to spoiler stream. What do you mean denial? How... What do you mean denial? Okay, it annoys me when people say, oh my gosh, they're just coping and stuff. They're just coping. No, bro, he literally states aloud to the audience, I will manipulate her and use her and stuff. It's like, bro, how is any of this going over your head? It's very obvious that he's just doing it to manipulate her. And if you continue, and if you've read the manga, if you've actually continued, that becomes even more obvious. Like... I feel like a lot of people who say that we're just in denial aren't watching it, well, actually thinking about what's happening. But yeah. I don't think Aqua is manipulating her. They even talked about how he's not into her. I think Aqua's just convincing himself that he's a bad guy. Yeah, that's true as well, but I don't think he's in love with her. And it makes it very clear from what happens next as well. Like, it's just doing it for a purely business thing. But... okay. Aqua kind of parallels Ai's character because he was inspired by her words, lies are love, so he keeps lying. Yeah, okay, that's true. Coping much? No, it's not coping. It's just the truth. Like, especially if you're up to date with the manga. Like, I don't know how to explain this without it. It's because it always comes across as cope, but it becomes very obvious. Like, there's an entire scene, it was a really good scene, where essentially Aqua... I don't think I want to spoil though, but it becomes very obvious that Aqua does care about Kana in that way, and for Akane he doesn't really feel that way towards her, but he does it anyways because that's just in order to reach his goal and stuff. But yeah, Oshinoko is an anime I'm struggling to pick best goal. They're saying spoilers because some of us haven't seen Oshinoko episode 8 yet. Okay, I can use Kurokawa Akane. Bro, literally attends the Light Yagami school of using women and people still argue whether he's in love with her or not. Exactly. Bro, you're in denial. Oshinoko is mid and does not reach the glorious heights of a truly masterpiece anime like the smartphone isekai. Shut up, Dr. Nefarious. Aqua Akane and Aqua Akana are both bad ships. The real war is between Aqua Therapy versus Aqua Murder. Base take. Brandon, do you ever read manga / light novels, but the physical version? I do. I have read physical manga before, but not light novels just yet. I've only read like one light novel, and that was Konosuba online, so yeah. Okay, but he said using her, not manipulating her. Yeah, sorry, I got that part wrong. He was using her. But yeah. So is Aqua gay like Light Yagami? No, there was one point where he said, no, I'm just a regular guy. I still feel that way towards women my age and stuff. He just doesn't generally act on it. Like, this is stated. But Akana and Aqua are similar in a way that they're both cynical about themselves and others around them. Yeah. Brandon, you should rank the 4 Konosuba main characters from best to worst. Okay, okay, let's go. Okay, first is obviously Megumin, then Kazuma, then Aqua, then Darkness. There we go. Okay. Okay, everyone is best girl in Oshinoko so far. The real best base take. But yeah, enlighten me on your opinion on Mortal Kombat, and also, have you watched One-chan ga Kita? Okay, I have not played Mortal Kombat, so I cannot say anything in regards to that. Again, I'm not a gamer, I'm sorry. And One-chan ga Kita, I have never heard of that before, I'm sorry. You're gonna make someone mad with that tier list. I was gonna make someone mad no matter what I said, so that's my ranking. I mean, I don't think it's that. I'm pretty sure I just ranked them in order of popularity. That's not even that controversial of an opinion. So let's talk about your dad when he's gonna come back with the milk. Emotional damage. New Naruto game. I've never heard of it. There's a new Naruto game? Oh my gosh, Darkness! No, Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna lie, I've lost interest in Naruto. It's not. No, she is not. No, she is not. I knew Darkness was gonna do something. He's gonna spend $1,000 because of that tier list. Darkness is still at the bottom. Fight me. It doesn't matter how much Darkness makes the bot say it. It doesn't make it true. There we go. Here it comes.
Darkness,
la 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 la. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Girl, darkness, best girl, darkness, best girl, darkness, best girl, darkness.
Okay, an ironical question.
Girl, darkness, best
what is there that is special or good about smartphone isekai? Nothing. There's nothing. I don't know why people like it. Because you're trash isekai enjoyers. I think One-chan ga Kita is that trash isekai airing the season where the girl is simping over her own blood-related brother because isekai, you know? Ugh, okay, I'm not gonna search it up because I've heard everything that I need to know. Is Oshinoko dubbed that bad? Okay, I can't lie, I haven't watched through all of it, but I have seen different parts of it, and it sounds bad. I'm sorry, like... Especially the last scene from episode 1, I feel legitimately bad for anyone who watched the dub for the first time, and it annoys me that a lot of people were waiting for the dub to come out so that they could watch it. Like, sure, I guess that if you are hard of, like, if you have, like, special, like, if you have, like, ADHD or something, or you have other reasons why you can't read the subtitle and stuff, and then yeah, sure, like if you have to watch the dub, then that's understandable. But if you're just choosing to watch the dub when you could easily watch the sub, it's like, bro, please don't. Like, especially in Oshinoko's case, because the dub, it just does not sound good. It just does not sound great at all. Like, there was this one clip where it's supposed to be really emotional. And the main character is sounding distraught, but in the dub, he just sounds goofy. It is... But like, the scene itself is supposed to be really sad. So it's like, no, this isn't working. And yeah, I feel bad for anyone who watched the dub for Oshinoko the first time, because it's just like, no. I mean, this is... I guess this could work for the funny moments, but not so much for the sad moments. This is like... And the voice acting just isn't great. A lot of the characters don't fit, except for Aqua. He sounds fine. But a lot of the other characters, they either don't fit, or they sound very inexperienced. So, with voice acting. So yeah. Chris or Megumin? Megumin still. But Chris is also very high up on the list. She's top tier. Anyone who's read the light novels would understand why. Okay, yeah, really don't understand why people would choose dub over sub. Kaguya-sama dub is different though. Yeah. I feel like I should like do a proper explanation for this sort of thing, because I feel like a lot of the people who watch dub are just new to anime and stuff, but like in 99% of cases you're just better off watching the sub. I hate people who refuse to watch dub if Okay. Okay, Sentai dubs have just been disappointing recently. They ruined both the most iconic line of Oshinoko and Eminence in Shadow. Yeah, that too. They just change things. Flat is justice, as one say. Chris, yes indeed, flat is justice. Okay, that last scene for iDubbed really was a letdown and just could not compare. Yeah, exactly. And what made that a big part of what made that scene so so emotional in the first place was Rie Takahashi's acting. Like, she just did a phenomenal job really selling it, and you're just listening to it, and you really you can really hear the way her voice cracks and stuff, the way her voice breaks, sorry, and it just really hits you on an emotional level. And then you listen to the dubbed version, and it's just yeah, it's not the same. To be fair to the girl playing Ai in the dub, she did have Takahashi Rie's boots to fill, but I'm still mad about how poorly it was directed in the dub. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just the girl playing Ai. Like, she didn't... I'm sure she tried her best and stuff. It's just that, you know, considering how much voice acting is considered to be a very important thing in Japan, where it's like they're basically considered the equivalent of celebrities here. Whereas here, voice acting is just kind of given a, oh yeah, who cares? Anyone could really, it's not really on the same level. So in Japan, they've got a lot higher standards. So, and here, the voice acting is just kind of, you know, the West just doesn't really care about it as much. And, I mean, there are good voice actors. It's just that, in the West, the industry doesn't really place much importance on it, which is sad. But yeah. Okay, oh yeah, Brandon, how do you feel about a sub in action anime? I can just read it normally. Yeah, I can read, it's really easy. You just watch it. I mean, it's not that difficult to read subtitles. Okay. Okay, I have a sister who has a blind hatred of anime, watched the first episode of Oshinoko and she said it was boring. Well, duh, if she hates anime, as if Oshinoko is gonna change her mind. It's not. But yeah, I heard that Arima Kana's English voice actor was great. I mean, she does a good job, but it does not sound like Kana at all. I personally just don't think her voice fits. She sounds like she's a lot older than the character is. But yeah, I mainly just go dubbed for comedies. Yeah, I mean, that works, but yeah. I don't watch sub because if I'm not playing a game while watching an anime, I'm bored out of my mind. It's absolutely impossible for me to watch an anime without doing something else. Man, you really need to work... I mean, do you have some kind of, like, I don't know how you do that, because... to me, if I'm not watching it, then I can't concentrate. If I'm doing something else, I can't concentrate on watching the show. Like, I don't understand that. I generally cannot understand why someone would watch dub when it is most likely to be trash, whereas with sub quality is assured. Basically, yeah. Okay, voice acting is respected in America, but not dub specifically. Yeah, that's true. I mean, even with, even regular voice acting that's not dubs don't get the same level of attention that celebrities do with regular acting, with screen acting. Yeah, okay, gonna dip from the stream. Hope you all have a good time. Thank you, Sleeping Toast. The true working around for not being able to pay attention to subtitles is simply become fluent in Japanese. Yeah, if someone please keep track of how much money Darkness spends. Yeah, what's the point of watching it then? What's the point of watching anime if you're gonna do something else while watching it? It's like, bro, like, it just feels like you're not paying attention anymore. Like, you're gonna miss stuff. Konosuba dub is great, fight me. Okay, the Konosuba dub is pretty great. It definitely depends on a case-by-case scenario, but I feel like, in most cases, like, you're not going to be watching the sub and think, wow, this is worse voice acting than the dub. Like, 99% of the time, that's not going to be the case. Okay. Okay. Next, oh god, okay. Okay, Brandon, what if any games do you play often? And I don't play games that very often. I have played like Osu and stuff. I have played Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's really good. I usually play story games like as well. Undertale was really good. And I feel like I'm gonna have an easier time getting into visual novels because it's just story. It's like I'm reading a book more than anything. So yeah, I'd say that I'm probably going to become a visual novel guy. But yeah. It has been about a year since I've started watching anime, and it was thanks to you. Oh, thank you. Your video about Toradora was what got me into anime. I was stopped watching halfway through to go watch the show, so I fortunately avoided any major spoilers. That's great. I'm actually quite surprised that that video introduced people to anime, because like it was only mostly aimed toward people who'd already seen Toradora. So it's like I'm a bit curious as to how people, you know, clicked on the video despite not having seen Toradora. So yeah. Have you started Yumi and Her yet? It's my favorite visual novel, so I'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay, guys, I've got it. I've downloaded it. I've got the game, but I will play it eventually. But considering how long visual novels are, I've already started playing Little Busters. They take a long time to get through, so it's not something that I could just go, okay, I'll start this and start that and start that. They're very long. Yeah. I want to get better at Japanese, Medley says, so watching anime is a fun way of learning if I watch it without subtitles. Yeah, okay. Yes, Brenda's played Hollow Knight. Yeah, it's really fun. It's really good. Okay, thanks, Nefarious. See ya. Thank you for joining. Okay, Brenda, what is your favorite shonen animal? I don't know what that means. You're gonna have to explain, Michael. Oh yeah, thanks to you, I actually saw the post-ending scene on Toradora. I thought the two were separated forever. Oh god. I feel bad for anyone who missed the post-ending scene. It's only 20-ish hours. You could do that in one day if you skip boring stuff, like sleeping. Toradora is mid is a statement that should never be said without heavy sarcasm. Indeed, base take darkness. Had us in the first half. Okay, hey, just watched the Breaking the Rock video. It was great work and it's no joke, probably my favorite anime right now. That's great. It's really enjoyable anime. Okay, sorry, I meant shonen anime. Yeah, not shonen animal. My favorite shonen is probably Hunter x Hunter. Great shonen. Oh, either that or I would say Attack on Titan, but I think it switched magazines and is a seinen now, so I guess that's not a shonen anymore. But if it is a shonen, then I'd say Attack on Titan is also up there, probably between Attack on Titan and Hunter x Hunter. Both great shonen. Toradora's mid is something that should never be said unless you have a death wish. Have you seen Yu Yu Hakusho? No, I have not, but I am interested because I know it's made by the same guy who wrote Hunter x Hunter. Attack on Titan is not a seinen. I thought it was, because like I thought it switched magazines to a seinen magazine with like a monthly seinen one. So I'm pretty sure it does qualify as a seinen at that point. Seinen? Okay, whatever. Seinen. Okay. Okay, are you a fan? Okay, are you a fan of alternative anime? Have you heard of it at least? I have not heard of it at least. What does alternative anime mean? Should I be searching this up? It doesn't. I don't see anything about a genre. I just see one show. You're gonna have to explain that, mate, because I don't understand. Can we talk about Record of Ragnarok? I'm sorry, I cannot because I'm not watching it. And to be honest, I don't watch a lot of seasonal anime. I usually wait until the season's finished and see what people's general opinions are and choose the ones that look the most interesting to me. But generally, I prefer to watch older anime that that look more interesting. Okay, introduces mass genocide as a plot point, switches to seinen. Makes sense. Yeah. Okay, Roblox Pro Gamer 6000. Okay, I don't know what to respond to that. Slight spoiler, but it's an inevitability everyone has already acknowledged, so I will say it anyways. Saying M is mid without getting to see her character at her best in later arcs is stupid. How is it stupid? We've seen the parts of her that are being super hyped up right now are the parts that are adapted in the anime. It's not like she's being hyped up by the web novel readers or anything. I'm sure she'll get better then based on a lot of the stuff that people are saying, but as for now, what everyone's talking about is the anime, not the light novel version, because like it seems fairly obvious that she has a bit of a change later on. But yeah. It's like judging a show this first episode and saying it's bad. No, that's the thing. We've all seen... I'm only saying Ram is mid as a joke, guys. It's not something to take very seriously. I'm not actually saying that her character is bad. I'm just saying as a waifu, she's overrated. Okay. Megumin or Darkness? Megumin, obviously. Do you play Genshin? If so, what is your adventure rank? What do you mean? Okay, who do you mean? I do not play Genshin. I don't know if that's a rabbit hole that I want to go down, but I have not played it yet. I have been considering playing it for the first time on stream, but at the same time, I have to, it's like, is it worth it though? And it probably won't be fun because everyone's already played Genshin and there's not really much that I can say aside from just playing it. And that's boring. Like, who wants to just see me play Genshin? Like, I'm not going to really be doing much. I'll just, or saying much. I'll just be playing the game. So it's like, what's interesting about watching that? Okay, what do you think of the suspiciously large spiders plot to take over the world? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Revenge can be a form of closure, so it's good. No, I'm sorry, but no. How is revenge a form of closure? That is damaging to the person who's doing it. Real closure comes from... I keep seeing this person come back to comment this, and mate, I really don't get... I don't think you like fully understand how revenge itself actually works, since it's not just this is exactly the sort of thing that Attack on Titan, if you've seen Attack on Titan, especially with the later parts, is exactly the kind of ideology that Attack on Titan is critiquing, because revenge only sows the seeds of more revenge. When one person wants to get back at the other person for doing something bad to them, that person then also wants to get them back, and then it keeps going, and then it keeps going, and it keeps causing this cycle of hatred. This is exactly what's causing Twitter to be the hellhole that it is right now, and it is also what causes the cycle of hatred in Attack on Titan that it aims to critique. It doesn't end with revenge. That's the thing about it. It's not closure. It's the opposite of it. It just keeps causing more damage. That's why it's bad. The real way to get away from revenge is to just step away and be able to forgive, not for their sake, but for your own. And I feel like if you truly believe that revenge is a form of closure, then you really need to learn more about this. Okay. Darkness says, how much for you to watch and make a video on smartphone isekai? How much would it be worth it? What's the smallest amount that would still be worth it for me? I don't know. I was paid... or I could just make it a ridiculously high price. Heh, I'll make it $5,000. Nobody's gonna pay for that. Okay, could you simplify Evangelion's plot, because I just finished and I'm very confused. I can't simplify Evangelion's plot right now. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to watch some analysis videos. Plenty of people have made some on the subject, and they're very good, which is how I managed to get over finishing Evangelion. But yeah. I can feel your Genshin addiction coming. How about Honkai Star Rail though? No, that's the thing. I don't want to get into gacha games. I probably would have been a lot easier for me to play Genshin or Honkai Star Rail if I knew they weren't gachas. But because of the fact that they are, immediately makes me, it's like, is this worth it? Is it worth it to get into another gacha game? Nishijo is a shonen? It is? It's published in a shonen magazine? Okay, Ram, Subaru-kun. Okay, the word you're looking for is acceptance. Yeah, exactly. Revenge is self-destructive, dangerous, and causes only harm. In other words, no, it's not based. Thoughts on Attack on Titan Final Season Part 2. It is really good. I finished it a little while ago. I gotta watch Part 3, the first episode of Part 3, but it's also really good. I used to think that revenge is just bing, bang, bang, dies. Now, after actually researching about it, it's more complex. Exactly. From Attack on Titan to Twitter, lol. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, it's really the same kind of mindset. Twitter as a whole is true. He's confusing revenge and justice. Yeah, exactly. It's justice and revenge are not the same thing at all. Like, justice is essentially resolving things without but done in a way that's actually healthy. Like let's say someone was to say something mean to you, something cruel to you. Revenge would be saying something cruel to them back. Justice is if it turned out their voice was playing over the loudspeaker or something, and everyone heard them, and like, you know, people respect them less or something. That actually, no, that's not even really it. The true way, yeah, okay. 5,000 you say, I'll keep that in my mind. Oh no, guys, no. Okay, you, Brandon, you sound like Naruto when he's talking to Pain. I'm sorry, I haven't seen that part of Naruto yet, but it's not... Okay, I used to like smart for an isekai, now I cringe. Based. You don't have to be the bad guy, Jack. Okay, on the topic of revenge, one of my favorite character arcs of all time is Atlas, Katara, and Zuko seeking the person who killed Katara's mother and to let him go and live as the better person. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that handled it really well, because like even though Katara didn't actually forgive the person, like she still thinks that he's a horrible person and stuff, and she doesn't think he deserves forgiveness. And you know what? That's all right. But the point of that arc was to essentially see to confront him and be able to move on from that, and to be able to and she saw what state he was in and realized this isn't worth it. Yeah, revenge perpetuates the cycle of violence. Exactly. Twitter is just like Eren Yeager. I mean, technically the truth. Okay, as someone who lives in a violent country, I have to say revenge is not harmful just for the cycle of hate. Even without murder, it also corrodes your mind and relationships. It's like a drug. That is true. It doesn't have to be physical violence. It can also be mental violence. Why are people making jokes about me dying yesterday re-recording this? Brandon got isekai'd? How? Justice is when a 40-something-year-old pedo gets arrested for possessing Boku no Pico and soliciting minors over at Discord. Yeah, that's justice, although you could have used a bit of a less detailed example, but sure. And once your revenge is done, it leaves you in an empty and worse mental state than ever before. Exactly. Okay, Code Geass dealt with the cycle of hatred very well. I gotta see that. Notaku was yelling at me to watch Code Geass. It was more of Katara trying to live with the pain than forgetting it, yeah. The stream is AI generated. Shut up, you guys. Like Batman says, when you start taking a life, you'll never be satisfied. You'll go for the next person and the next and the next. Yeah, precisely. Like you might think, like this person might think that, oh yeah, you get closure from it. No, you don't. Well, you get back at them for the one thing, but then you keep going. It doesn't end. Okay. SAO, haven't seen it. To be honest, like I know I probably like it's purely because like I've heard a lot of people not liking it, and I'm not a fan of isekai in the first place, so I never was interested enough to watch it and stuff. I feel like if there was ever a time to watch it, it'd be when I was first getting into anime. But now, after I've seen all these different anime and stuff, it's like, do I really need to watch SAO now? It feels like I'm going back to the beginning to like watch Black Clover or something, or to watch Naruto or Fairy Tail. It's like, I could, but I don't really want to. Yeah. If you kill them without confrontation, it's like you made them quit from the game. Oh my gosh, Paperweight. All the main character in Monster Musume deserves to get some revenge on Miss Smith. Backtrack Bandin, $5,000 are AU dollars. I'm talking about US dollars. Wait a second, no, don't tell me you're actually considering it. Don't. $5,000 though, but that's generally the assumption. Fly high. Why are people making jokes about me being dead? What is with you guys? Okay, you're gonna play the Steins Gate visual novel? Yes, I actually do plan to. Yeah. Okay, Brandon, if you're ever going to choose to read another manga out of boredom, Tomodachi Game is the one for you. It involves mind games, plot twists, incredibly interesting characters, and a scary badass MC who isn't necessarily a genius. He's just very strong when it comes to psychologically and reading people, as well as manipulation and deception. The side characters are similar in this regard, with a few of them having talents of their own. People who signed up to participate in the Tomodachi Game have to fight in various different ways to achieve victory and pay off their debt. Although you can definitely win even more than the money you seek to pay off said debt. It's engaging, it's entertaining, and it's thrilling. An absolutely fun read that you will definitely enjoy if you like stuff that has a similar kind of atmosphere to The Promised Neverland, Death Note, and The Classroom of Elite. Yeah, okay, that sounds really interesting. I've heard stuff about Tomodachi Game, and I love psychological thrillers and stuff like that. That keeps you at the edge of your seat. I love those type of stories. So yeah, I'll probably read it. Okay, unlisting shonen, you gave it 9+. B-Stars, Mob Psycho, A Silent Voice. Oh, A Silent Voice is a shonen? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. The Promised Neverland, Saihike, and Spy Family. I didn't really think about a lot of these as shonen, but yeah. R.I.P. Brandon, you'll be remembered. I don't get it, guys. Why are you making jokes about me being dead? Where did this come from? Where did it start? Tomodachi Game is good, though. Yeah. I also got to watch Classroom of the Elite. Or read it. Which one's better? The light novel or the anime? I'll have to check that out myself. But Tenkaichi 4 being announced. Tenkaichi? What's Tenkaichi? Oh, Dragon Ball. Okay. Sorry, I don't know anything about Dragon Ball. It's almost as if I can still hear him. How long will the video be, and will you accept payment in installments? Wait, no, stop it, Darkness. Stop considering it. I've already got a lineup anyways. I've got videos planned that I want to make. Although, okay, if I was to, alright, to be fair though, like if I was to make a video like that, it'd probably be around 8 to 10 minutes, similar, or probably a similar length to the Monster Musume video. If I was to make a video on smartphone isekai, but I can't guarantee that it'd be good, but it would be about it. Like, I can't just lie on the video about what my true thoughts are on it, unless it's for a joke. That's like not something that's negotiable. But gonna recommend Fruits Basket. Oh yeah, I gotta check out Fruits Basket. Again, so Brandon watches it. One thing that's great about this anime is it's focused on relationships, family, and love. You think they would focus on a love triangle, but they actually subvert that. The antagonists are also amazing. Both sub and dub are great. Yeah, I gotta definitely watch Fruits Basket. I've been meaning to get around to it for a while now, but yeah, I was watching Haruhi first. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to watch the movie for Haruhi Suzumiya, since I'm really liking Haruhi so far. But yeah, Fruits Basket is definitely near the top of my list of stuff I want to watch next. I saw, wouldn't you talked about revenge in a previous stream and also talked about justice being different from revenge, but wouldn't justice cause further revenge like how revenge itself would? So it's better to do nothing? Okay, the difference between justice and revenge is that revenge makes you, is something that you do for your own personal gain, whereas justice is more of just a karma thing that happens. It's not really something that you yourself do out of anger or anything like that. It's just something that's like, I suppose it'd be like just doing, justice is more so doing the right thing in the situation, while still like, justice is handling the situation in a mature manner, where instead of going after them, like it'd be like if someone were to like do something bad to your family or something, and you went after them yourself and was to beat them up in an alleyway or something, that'd be revenge. But if you were to do some investigation work, find out who they were, and get a photo of them or something, and then they reported them to the authorities and they went to jail, that's justice. That's kind of the difference. Do you see what I'm talking about? Okay, Brandon, the Barnes & Noble's escalator was broken, so I just had to walk it up. Okay, I don't know what that means. Berserk? I need to read Berserk. I wish there was a good Berserk anime adaptation, because when it comes to more action-heavy or like darker stuff, more serious stuff, that's in a manga form, I much prefer to watch it rather than read it, which is why I never read the Attack on Titan manga. It's why I
never really got into the Chainsaw Man manga. Whenever I'm reading manga, I prefer for it to be something a lot lighter and funnier and like something that's more wholesome. But like stuff that's has more serious storytelling, I much prefer to have it animated with music and stuff. So it's kind of sad, but I wish that Berserk would have a good anime adaptation, but you know, I might still check out the manga at some point purely because of how good it is. Okay. Would you review both seasons of Smartphone? You know, I could. I could. You know what? $5,000. I'd feel bad if I didn't, honestly. Jesus Christ. Your profile pic is Kazuma. No wonder people think there's a funeral. Okay. People always say that the Coat anime light novel is better. Classroom the Elite light novel is better, but it's up to you for sure. Okay. Okay, I heard Classroom Elite have a terrible adaptation from light novel fans. Yeah, that's what I heard. Brandon, how do you feel about exploiting Nefarious and having him awake until 4 AM to mod stream? I'm sorry, Nefarious. Also, have you seen the recent shorts edit on how to manipulate people like Ayana Koji? Oh man, the people who actually think that Ayana Koji is someone to be who's like to I haven't seen it obviously yet, but like it's pretty fun to see this clearly bad and manipulative person, people to think that he's someone to be worshipped or like someone you want to be like, is just funny. It's kind of like that American Psycho meme, Jason Bateman from that movie. It's just like, oh my gosh, are you guys missing the point or something? Turn Smartphone Isekai into the most interesting concept for an Isekai and described is that for the opening, then snap back to reality and actually describe it. That's an idea. Ayana Koji has 3 forms. Light novel is the best, manga is more expressive, and anime is emotionless. Okay. The slightly sad music came on at the exact perfect time that Brandon started talking about Revenge versus Justice. Oh yeah, Haruhi Suzumiya. You watched it, Brandon? Yes, I'm watching it. I just mentioned before, but I got through Endless 8, and it's great. Oh, no, it wasn't great, but like, Haruhi itself is great. Okay, Melancholy of Brandon. I'm happy that next season looks mid aside from sequels to shows I haven't seen, so I can catch up on some old shows. Yeah, sometimes I'm actually glad when the next season is mid and not super stacked, because it means that, okay, I can take a step back from the seasonal stuff for now and watch some of the stuff that I've been meaning to watch. Okay. Okay, hey Brandon, have you seen that time I got reincarnated as a slime? Injustice is kind of like doing something for the greater good more than revenge for doing something a little bit more petty for yourself. Yeah, okay, that's exactly, you just put it perfectly. Injustice is doing something for the greater good for more selfless reasons. Revenge is just doing it for yourself and to be selfish. That's the biggest difference for sure. Oh my god. Okay, I'm catching up with chat. Brandon, what? You guys keep on talking about me being dead. By the way, did you watch Suzume? No, I have not. To be honest, I'm not sure if I want to watch Weathering with you and Suzume, because like I know they're probably good movies, but like it might take away from the specialness that was Your Name, because like that was very unique in itself, and I feel like if I watched other movies from the same director, it might kind of make things like, it might make me not find Your Name as unique as I did when I first watched it. Okay, we do not talk about Berserk 2016, but the 1991 one is good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a Berserk fan anime. Okay. I've said it before, but the Berserk manga would not work as well in animation. It's just not possible. There's no Berserk 2016. The old Berserk anime is pretty good, even though the budget was like $10. You know, I might actually read Berserk. I might be interested in it. I don't know. Chainsaw Man is great as a manga, and I think that it just doesn't work as well as an anime. Okay. Actually, yeah. Somebody put... I can't believe we lost another great... Oh my god. Fruits Basket is great, but beware that the ending of the main villain's arc in season 3 was a bit questionable, you say. Okay. Worshipping an anime character says a lot about a person. It hides my hollow star shrine. How LMAO, how to be smart like Ayano Koji, how to manipulate like Johan Leopard, how to deceive Luke like Yuichi Katsugini. I don't know who the characters are, but like it's funny because anime fans, it's like, oh man, I want to be this alpha male just like them. I want to be the type of person that can get girls and manipulate them. And it's like, and it's because that's the opposite of who they are. Like they're like the type of people to be looked down upon in real life, I suppose. So they want to be like, you know, I want to be the manipulative one. I want to be the one at the top. Yeah. Jason Bateman. It's Patrick Bateman. You unconscious. Oh no! I think Jason Bateman is the voice actor. I'm sorry. Okay. Brandon Bateman. Okay, Remus Bresco. Oh my gosh, guys. Guys, we need 5,000 bucks. Darkness, don't you? Okay. Okay, the background muscles. Okay. But Mother's Basement roast on Classroom of the Elite explains perfectly why it's trash, but I still love the show. I just couldn't stop watching it. Okay. Being an alpha male is beta. Yes, indeed. Darkness gets it. It's like people who unironically call themselves alpha males. Whenever I hear that, to me, that just means that they're insecure. You would not need to call yourself an alpha male if you were an alpha male. Just saying. Like, you would not need to call yourself one. Because it'll just speak for itself. But yeah, if people generally, when I hear people of that type, then generally it just means that they're trying to be cool while not actually being cool and stuff. So yeah, man, can't wait for the new season of ReZero. I wanna oh man, there was a really good analysis on Asterisk Wars. It makes SAO look actually decent. Jason Bateman plays the main character in Arrested Development. I'm mixing up my names. I just want to be the type of person to get girls and manipulate them. Someone clips that. No, don't take that out of context. No. Okay, weekly reminder that you're not dead. Yes. The real alpha males call themselves Chads because they're treating themselves as memes. Yeah. You're insecure. One Direction. Any man calling himself alpha has rolled a nat 1 on charisma checks. I mean, I know it's ironic coming from an anime fan and stuff, but yeah, I feel like that's true. Okay. Okay, you said revenge is someone acting on their own in anger, but what if someone pursues someone legally on their own but with anger? Is that still justice or revenge? I'd say that's still kind of revenge. Like, if it's out of anger and not... Because, like, even after they get locked away and stuff, it's not going to go away. You're still going to be angry. You want more. Okay, when Katara was about to end that old man out of revenge, she wouldn't have gotten caught if she deleted him, and it would have caused further revenge. So it's okay, right? No, not for her. You really think that Katara would have been mentally okay after that? No. It would have gotten worse. Okay, Brandon, you should discuss your taste in hentai. And I've discussed this with Notaku on stream, and I don't think I want to keep doing that. It's impossible all to be an alpha and an anime fan. Okay. Edgy kids want Ayano Koji's superpower of being a sociopath. I think it's because it's like, you know, he has control of the situation and stuff and knows how to like get his way and stuff, and it's like, oh man, I want to be like that. Not seeing why this is kind of bad, but yeah. Yeah, dude, I would die laughing if I saw someone trying to imitate Johan Leobert, the holding hands behind back, gazing into the distance, creepy smile. I don't know who that is. Who's that? Where's that from? Virgin calls himself an alpha male because he believes in the alpha hierarchy, versus Chad calls himself a pi male because he's infinitely irrational. I take that. Okay. I've thought about starting Sword Art Online, but I've heard a lot of disdain towards it online. Thoughts? Yeah, honestly, that's how I feel about it. I kind of feel the same thing. I just feel like it's not really that worth it. Unless I was to make a video on it. if I was to make a video on it, then that would justify me watching it. But otherwise, if it was just for my own enjoyment, I'd probably skip it. Okay. Okay, tisk. Brandon, how dare you talk about that legendary H term? Okay. Bro missed the entire point of Katara's character arc so hard. The target was point blank in front of him, and somehow he turned around and shot. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this person kind of missed the point. But yeah. Oh god, what is happening with chat now? Imagine going to your SAO Abridged, that one's worth it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard a lot about SAO Abridged. But at the same time, if I was to check out SAO, I'd want to check out the original so I know what people are complaining about so much. Why Kirito is butchered in the anime adaptation. I've heard about that. Monster is amazing. Yeah, okay. Monster is on my plan to watch list as well. That one looks good. Okay. Fun fact: SAO's music composer Yuki Kajiura also did Magica and Demon Slayer. Oh yeah. The soundtrack from SAO is really good. I've heard it before. That's the talking about revenge reminds me of the people who comment on the ReZero web novel chapters of Witch Cult Translation and complain that Zuru is an OP in Arc 8. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. It's just kind of the bro. I feel like you're missing the point here. Okay. Brendan, have you ever watched Heavenly Delusions? No, I have not yet, but I might watch it after the season's finished and see if people are still talking about it being good. Then I'll go, oh yeah, okay, I'll watch it. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, okay, what is going on? Okay, I forgot to ask, what are your thoughts on Takeshi's Castle? I've never heard of that before, to be honest. Hey, Brandon, have you seen Isekai Quartet? It's basically Konosuba, but with just a bigger cast. Yeah, okay, I have watched a little bit of Isekai Quartet, and it was fun, but I just never ended up watching the rest of it. Might watch the rest of it eventually, though, but it was just fun. You need to watch Monster and Serial Experiments Lane. Stop disappointing your favorite professor. Okay, Monster I will probably plan to watch. Serial Experiments Lane I probably will watch eventually, but to be honest, I'm not really a huge fan of the the psychological type of anime where you can't really understand what's going on, but you gotta and a lot of it's very symbolic, and you gotta kind of figure out an interpretation for your own, or watch YouTube videos to understand it. Where it's like you can't really understand it unless you when you're actually watching it. Those types of shows I'm not super into, to be honest. But I probably will watch it purely because of how big it is. But yeah. Okay. You haven't seen the wonder that is Takeshi's Castle? It made me laugh when I was a kid. You have to tell me a little bit about it in order to convince me. Sometimes I just sit down and think about how I'm so lucky I'm a half-rational person. I'm not some of those weird people online. Those words are going to be your death sentence. I'm reminding you to watch Heavenly Delusion every week starting July. Well, you guys gotta tell me. Okay, if you guys want to convince me to watch something, you gotta actually tell me about it first. You gotta interest me. I do not just go, when I make my videos and I'm go, oh, you got... and recommending a video on something. I don't just go, you should watch this anime, and that's it. Like, you have to watch this anime, or this anime is really good. I tell you something interesting about it. I tell you what it's about first, and then I get you interested in it. And yeah, that sort of thing. Okay. Brandon, it seems you almost... Okay, Brandon, it seems that you almost never watch anime if your only motivation is enjoyment, which is weird. Wait, what do you mean by that? I only watch anime that I'm interested in. I only watch anime that I feel like that I enjoy. If I feel like that I won't really enjoy it as much, I'm probably not going to watch it. That's the main reason I watch anything. Like, Brandon, the reason why Monster's so great is because it's so realistic. Johan is the kind of like Isabelle from The Promised Neverland, in where she's a psychopath and has that scary American Psycho vibe. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I probably like Monster. Okay, I don't really like watching explained videos, to be honest, even for something weird like Lane. I mean, I feel like I kind of have to after I watch those types of shows. Monster's kind of like Death Note, with the villain being way more OP than the one trying to search for him and catch them. Okay. Okay, Heavenly Delusions MC is Denji. Okay. Takashi Kitano was a big man in the castle. He was beaten like twice. Okay. Death Note is faster paced though. Monster is a slow burn. Yeah, I'm fine with slow burn so long as it's an interesting slow burn. I like my slow burns. Heavenly Delusion is kind of like a post-apocalyptic shonen battle anime without BS and cliches and a proper plot. I'm assuming you mean plot instead of plot. Okay, what anime is the best in your opinion? I don't have any best anime, but I have favorites. Some of my favorite anime are probably A Silent Voice, Toradora, Konosuba obviously, and Steins Gate is at the very, very top for me. Okay, Serial Experiments Lane can actually connect you to your career a bit more since it deals with the internet and hiding behind a personality. Oh yeah, I never thought about it in that way, but yeah, that's right. Okay, so basically Heavenly Delusions is unique because they got these spirit monsters, and on the first episode is a boy and girl going around killing them, and they try to find a place called Heaven. Okay. Okay, Brandon, Heavenly Delusion is Last of Us meets Promised Neverland. Okay, that sounds interesting. You don't really need to watch YouTube videos for understanding. Okay. I mean, I definitely did after watching Evangelion, though. I would not have understood it otherwise. I was so confused when I was watching Evangelion, and so yeah. The One Piece is real! Okay, Monster is basically if Jack the Ripper got his own anime in the 1980s and in Germany. Oh yeah, I've heard about Monster and stuff. It was like this, I am interested in watching it. I read the premise for it. Can we get much higher? Okay, Heavenly Delusion has 2 different point of view. Okay. Can we get much higher? So high. Oh, oh. Oh no. Okay, with one point of view being Last of Us and the other is Promised Neverland. Okay, that sounds really interesting to me. Wait a second, what message did Professor Plague just make that he just retracted? Okay. Monster manga is good. I'll probably watch the anime. I mean, aren't Monster for Monster, aren't the manga and anime like both well respected? Like it had a good anime adaptation? Because that's what I've heard. Okay. Okay. One time in school, someone called me a simpleton, so I got revenge and out of anger called them a Nimrod, and that gave me closure, and it was healthy. Okay. Okay. Have you seen Erased? Bro, I made an hour-long video on it. The updated responses on screen are good. Holy shit, Brandon is like the male version of Whitney Houston. No, please do not compare me to the legendary Whitney Houston. That is such an insult to her. Okay. I remember when that was All We Can Get Much Higher blew up, bro. That's all I've been seeing from the OP One Piece community for a while. Yeah, that was everywhere for a little bit. Brandon, random question with little substance. Have you seen Soul Eater? No, I have not. It seemed like a regular shonen to me, but you know. If I was still in my shonen phase, I probably would have watched it. Okay. Evangelion is confusing. I felt that. Yeah, okay. Okay, maybe you've seen Erased, but have you heard of this great visual novel called Katawa Shoujo? Yeah, guys, I don't think you've heard of it, but there's this really good visual novel called Katawa Shoujo. Yeah, you should play it. It's really good. Okay, what is this? You're posting random YouTube links, and I'm not sure if I can trust it, but I'm going to do something stupid and copy and paste it into my browser anyways. What is this? Oh, okay. I don't want to get copyright claimed, but cool. I might listen to it myself later, but I don't want to get copyright claimed. What's this one? That was Red Dead Redemption.
One day I was born at the age of 4. My mama asked me a question.
Oh boy.
What the fuck are those? What the fuck are those?
I regret trusting this. Brandon, watch out, Heavenly Delusion, because there's a 15 car. Okay, I really should have moderated this. He's actually a 20. He's actually got. I should not. You guys are too willing to just submit anything. Come on, guys. Have you ever been wrong with something and you knew it, but your bias or something keeps you from admitting the other person is right? I'm not sure. I feel like that has happened, but usually usually I admit that the other person is right. If that's okay. I'm just not going to answer that question because that is a whole can of worms that I do not want to get into. Okay, I'll convince you to watch Heavenly Delusion. It is the seinen story that follows two different storylines. One that follows the co-protagonist Maru and Kiriko, working their way through a post-apocalyptic Japan, desperately trying to survive a hostile environment to find a place called heaven, while the other side follows a group of human experiment kids locked in a secret society that refuses to acknowledge the outside world, as we slowly understand more and more about how the two connected. Oh, okay, it's like that does sound really, really interesting to me. I could get into that. Okay. I'm confused. You watched Erased and you weren't confused, but you were confused by Evangelion? Heck yeah, dude! What is this comparison? Erased is way easier to understand than Evangelion. Like, Evangelion, like, throughout the entire, like, second half of the movie, and for the last 2 episodes, it was just nothing but symbolism thrown at your face, and it barely explained anything. Erased explains everything to you. It was very straightforward. I don't get, like, how you could be confused watching Erased but not confused by Evangelion. I felt like I was losing my mind when I was watching the end of Evangelion when I was first watching it. I had no idea what was happening. Yeah, okay. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised when I found out Katawa Shoujo is made by 4chan. Yep. Oh boy. Okay. Nah, bro, you played more than 0.01% of the video. You're getting claimed. Oh no. Jeez, all this talk about Erased and Katawa Shoujo. Brandon, have you used YouTube before? What was that? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Something good actually came out of 4chan, yeah. Yeah, where can I submit? It's in the description, but you can't submit art. So, yeah. When 4chan comes together for a big project, it's either the greatest piece of fiction you've ever seen in your life or something that literally violates the Geneva Conventions. Yeah. Yeah, Erased and Evangelion is like the sky and the earth. Like, seriously. Erased is like, yeah. Yeah, that's why I made a video on it. That was an hour long, but I had to get it out of my system. Hey, Brandon, what is the worst anime that you've ever seen in your life? That's a difficult question. I don't tend to remember the bad anime that I've seen. Yeah, okay. Okay, Evangelion's ending is complicated and good. Erased ending is simple and awful. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Brandon, have you heard of these Japanese animated TV shows that are getting popular recently? Oh no! Wait, what? What would it be called? Anime? A Hunter x Hunter movie. Yeah, that's one of them. They were definitely bottom of the barrel. I'd also put like Eromanga Sensei down there as well. I wouldn't really count some of the more like super degenerate ecchi anime, since I feel like them being trashy is kind of the point. Erased is only 8 episodes long. Smartphone Isekai is an amazing series, and I'm glad I've never seen it. Hey Brandon, want to play a Know What I Meme on Discord after this? Oh yeah, that sounds like a fun game. But I got work to do as well. Maybe another time though. But I really got to record the rest of this video. Okay. Brandon, have you checked out the worldwide phenomenon that is Friday Night Funkin'? No, it's one of those like super popular games like Among Us, where I was just like, yeah, I'm sure everyone's having fun, but I don't really have any desire to play it or anything like that because I'm not much of a gamer in the first place. Have you seen Ghost Stories? Oh, the Ghost Stories dub? Yeah, I have seen a little bit of it. Quite some time ago. Not all of it, but it was pretty fun. It was pretty funny. Okay, Evangelion is only 2 episodes in a movie. Everything before was a tech demo. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. People have submitted more. Do you acknowledge being X as your Lord and Savior? I think that's from that isekai, the Tanya the Evil. I have not seen that, so I don't know. Manga and McDonald's. I don't even know what the context is anymore. Have you seen Toradora? Bro, what are these questions? Guys, you clearly don't watch my videos. Do you think attractive advanced robots will replace women in relationships? No, because, like, man, have you ever heard the expression, I don't want to be horny, I just want to be happy? That's the thing that robots can never replace, guys. Like, you can only get so much out of a sex robot. They're not going to be the same thing. It's not. You won't be able to replace it. The true intimacy of a real relationship with a real woman. That's just not possible. That's like saying, like, I don't want to go into not safe for work territory, but so yeah. Okay, what next? Mysterious YouTube link. Woohoo! Yeah, guys, I got rickrolled. Amazing. Who would watch your videos? I don't know. The people who are subscribed to this channel? I don't know. Next link. Let's go. Seriously, guys. You're just submitting anything now. Okay, how can someone be uncomfortable watching Reader of a Healer but then enjoy Jobless Reincarnation when Jobless Reincarnation involves a pedophile and a child's body have an intimate relationship with his underage cousin? Now, see, that's the thing! You're missing the point of these two. In one situation, Reader of a Healer is glorifying what's happening. When in Jobless Reincarnation, it is putting it down. It is saying that this is bad. It is not a good thing that Rudy is like this, and that's why he needs to change. That is the difference between the two. If anyone's watching Mushoku Tensei and thinks that it is endorsing the main character's actions, you are missing the point entirely. Like, if Reader of a Healer had the same subject matter, but showed how, but instead of glorifying it, it showed how this does damage to the main character and makes things worse for him over time, or he develops as a character and changes and realizes that, like, you know, revenge isn't the way, then, you know, I could get behind that. But it doesn't. It's just literally revenge porn. Whereas Mushoku Tensei goes, okay, this character is like this, we're going to punish him for it, and he's going to have to change over time. That's... comparing these two means that you're just really not paying attention to the themes of both of those shows. Like, it's just looking at things from an overly simplistic point of view, just from a very surface level. Okay. Who was your waifu? I don't have one. My best waifu is Kurusu, though, from Steins Gate. There was a huge spider that looked... Have you read Aizawa Daisuke's hit light novel series, The Eminence in Shadow? No. There was a huge spider that looked straight out of Harry Potter, and I'm sure it could hit my dog hole in my room last night. But I have lost sight of it. What should I do? I have a feeling that if I turn my back or lower my guard even a little bit, my head will be ripped off. Please send help and send a word that giant spiders... What are these submission guys? These are just anything now. Like, you're just submitting nonsense. Like, God. I want to talk about actual...
Atomic.
I am atomic. Anyways, you have subscribers? Okay. It's an honor, Brandon, to be rickrolled. Yeah. If you don't have the real thing for long enough... No. Rudius's character progression is the best. Yeah, okay. Okay, oh yeah, I forgot to watch Reader of a Healer. I'm not interested in watching it. If I can spoil one thing in Mushoku Tensei, you should just read the novel and see why people called Rudy a creep. He does much more screwed up stuff than when he did as a child. Okay. I haven't read the light novels yet, so I can't judge for sure. But at least Rudius isn't a sociopath, yeah. I think you're overestimating people's common sense. It's frustrating how much I see people say that because someone put something in a story, that means they support that thing. Yeah, exactly. Like, people really need to distinguish the difference between putting something into a story and actively saying it's a good thing. Like, that's not the same thing at all. Like, that's like saying Assassination Classroom promotes violence against teachers. It is encouraging you to kill your teacher while not paying attention to the actual themes of the story. It's like, it's kind of ridiculous. Okay, bro, this is a serious issue. I'm afraid for my life. These spiders are monsters, bro. Okay. I'll wake up from my nap and come to the stream to see Eminence in Shadow. I've never been so happy. Hey, Brandon, where do we put submissions? It's in the description again. Okay. God, how many... If a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? Yes, it does still make a sound. Just because you aren't there to hear it, it's still making a sound. Because, you know, the birds and stuff would hear it. Oh, God. Okay, if you haven't talked about it in stream yet, got here late, how was Endless 8? Yeah, I don't think I talked about it in detail, but when I watched Endless 8, honestly, it wasn't that difficult. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm a video editor and I've experienced a lot worse when I was editing my videos, but yeah, it's fairly just like, yeah, I can watch this. It was just kind of boring at times. A lot of people say it's like the worst thing ever, or it's so annoying. I just watched it and I was just like, yeah, I've already mentally prepared myself for it, and it is boring at times, but I already knew what I was going to get into, so it was just like, yeah, I've completed Endless 8 in one day. It was fairly straightforward. For the sake of Pride Month, I recommend Bloom Into You. Okay, the series focuses not just on love, but also masks we wear. Ah, every time someone submits, it goes back to the top. Okay, the main character, Yu, struggles with not knowing how to love as she doesn't feel that butterfly feeling. The series is also the series is also just a good romance anime in general. A lot of progression is made in the first 2 episodes, and the characters don't fit into the stereotypical anime tropes or cliches. They act naturally to the situations they're in, and it's refreshing. The direction is also great, from the use of first-person perspective shots to the symbolism used. Another series is Wandering Sun. It focuses on the main character's experience as a transgender person, not something you see in a lot of anime, and the dangers of expressing yourself. The series also takes place in middle school. Almost there. So it explores all the insecurities of being in middle school. The soundtrack and animation is also beautiful, as classical music like Claire de Lune is used. Okay, interesting. Okay, Jobless Reincarnation has a scene with the main character. It has a scene with the main character and his underage cousin in a tent being physically intimate, and it was glorified. I wouldn't say that it's glorified there. I'd say that it happens, but I wouldn't say that it's portraying it as a good thing. Like, it's really not. Brandon trying to not include Kadowa Shoujo in his live streams. I'd say it was more of a morally questionable thing that happened. Okay, imagine they're watching Endless 8 during when it first comes on TV. Yeah, oh god, it would have been absolute chaos being on the internet at that time, because that was just having it come out week by week. That would have lasted 8 weeks. That's 2 months. It would have been absolute chaos. Endless 8 is the greatest troll in history, and Kyoto Animation can do no wrong. Absolutely, it was an amazing troll. Like imagine just being there and watching the first episode. It's like, okay, and then the second episode, it's like, oh, okay, they're just doing a thing. They'll probably resolve it in the next episode, and then the third episode of Endless 8 releases, and it's still not over. And now people are starting to panic. And then the 4th episode comes out and people realize, oh god, this is not ending. And then people are just like, oh. But what would have been even more epic? What would have been even more of a troll is if they made it 9 episodes instead of 8. Like, people are waiting desperately for the 8th episode. The last episode comes on and you're just like, yes, it's finally here at the end. And then it's still not over, and then it ends on the next week's episode. That would have been even more hilarious. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, and we got Disappearance because of that too. Oh, I gotta see Disappearance because like I don't know how it relates to that. But yeah, I'm gonna write my will now. I don't think I'm gonna survive. I haven't slept in over a day, and my concentration is slipping. It has truly been a pleasure. I'm gonna be joining in Brandon in hell soon. Brandon always going live at the most inconvenient times for me. Hey, I've been live for over like almost 2 hours now. Eris was trying to act strong and move past her sadness of having lost a family member, so her intimacy with Rudy was a way to manipulate Rudy, as well as forget her problems, if not just for a moment. Yeah, exactly. I don't really have the memory right now to like fully be able to explain all the everything that was happening in the story at that point, but it was there for a reason. I don't think it was glorifying it at all. It wasn't just woohoo, let's go or anything like that. It was just kind of a it was more of a thing that was portrayed as this is what happened, and that is that. It is up to you how you want to interpret this kind of thing. But there's some really funny videos documenting the outrage of people experiencing Endless 8, and it was as it was airing. Yeah, I gotta watch some of those. They should have re-aired Endless 8 just by Jason. Imagine how funny it would have been if they went to the last episode and people went, yes, it's finally over, and then the next week happens and they just start re-airing it right from the beginning again. It would have been the funniest thing ever. Where the Irish army only have like 10k troops, it wouldn't be. What? Why are you talking about the Irish army, dude? Okay, this is where Rem is best. Do memories exist if you forget them? Man, you guys are just submitting rubbish now. I swear. Last one. This is the last YouTube link I'm going to actually check out, and then I'm going to close it. Nope. Anyways, time to close this chat because there's nothing else substantial being submitted, and I think we've had enough. Oh, just in time. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closed. Okay, glad you're not dead. Thank you very much. I'll link you my favorite video about it on Discord. Yeah, okay, sure. Imagine they did an Endless 8 recap episode. It could be okay. Endless 8 evokes the feeling of the characters about repeating the same thing again. Yeah, I mean, it would have delivered the same point if they just made it 3 episodes, but I feel like it's slightly more interesting by actually having it be 8 episodes long, because that caused an entire historic event. Like, that is not something that you get with normal anime. Like, if it was just 3 episodes long, people would have just thought, yeah, that's good, and then moved on. But the fact that it was 8 episodes and it was that excruciatingly long made it an entire historic event that people haven't forgotten to this day. And it kind of became a thing in its own right, and people remember it. So even though it might not have been as objectively good a decision, it definitely made an impact on things. People haven't forgotten it. Okay, good night, Brandon. Thank you. What was that clip? It was just Rem propaganda. You don't need to worry about that. Brandon, are you a fan of history? Somewhat. I'm not, to be honest. I've had a few terrible teachers in high school who made history kind of boring to me, so I didn't really like history. But if it's storytelling and stuff, yeah, it's weird because it's like I should logically be more into it, history, because it's like stories and stuff, but a lot of it was just boring to me when I was taught it in high school. So yeah. 3 also changed how people see sports anime. Another historic moment in anime. Oh, okay. Okay, good night, Eri. Okay, we're about to reach 2 hours, guys, so I might talk for a few more minutes, but if there's nothing else to really talk about, I'm probably just gonna end the stream. Oh, there was one more submission, I think. Okay, you didn't want to talk about abortion, but what if... I just said I'm not going to talk about it, guys. Stop trying to put me in the spot. I'm not answering these questions. Like, I'd rather not delve into, like, political issues or all that stuff. That's not me. Okay, are you going to read/watch Blue Lock? Yeah, I probably will... Okay... Blue Lock does seem very interesting to me, but like I heard people complaining about the animation in Blue Lock. Is it really that bad? It seems pretty interesting to me. It looks really good. Maybe the first episode was animated really well, but the rest of it, like the budget dropped or something. I don't know. But I am interested in watching Blue Lock. Like, it seems pretty interesting and like a thrill kind of thing to me. Like, it seems pretty different from like regular sports anime. But at most, the enemy were mad. You want to talk about? Anime is more fun to talk about. Yeah, exactly. Brandon, do you eat food? I'm not quite sure if I eat food. It's an optional thing to me. Well, yeah, you live in Australia, so your history isn't interesting. Yeah, you're right about that. There's not much interesting history to tell because we're such a young country. We just heard the same stories over and over again about how Australia was founded and the convicts and the criminals and stuff, and you know, it was led by Captain Cook. It's like, okay, I get it. And then that's all there really is. Like, bro. And, you know, the story behind, like, Anzac Day and stuff with the war. There really isn't that much though. But yeah, anyways, I think we're pretty much done here. R.I.P. Brandon, fly high. R.I.P. Brandon, you won't be missed. Brandon's body has ascended past requiring sustenance. Yes, exactly. I don't need sustenance anymore. I have ascended past that. You guys have already said I'm dead, so I don't need that, obviously. Do you guys host watch parties in Discord? Yes, Bob Killer does that. Not me though. I'm not a part of it. To be honest, I don't really participate in watch parties, but a lot of people seem to enjoy it, so that's cool. Is it cool to be descendants of criminals? Yeah, I mean, what happens when the British go eject all the criminals, and then it just ships it all to one country and puts all the criminals there? That's Australia. That's how it happened. But to be fair, like because like a lot of the quote-unquote criminals aren't really criminals. They're more so just like, because like it was really strict back then, where even if you just were like super poor and you just stole a loaf of bread, that's it. You're getting shipped to Australia. Like that was all it took to be a convict at the time, and it was it's like, okay, I don't think like a lot of these people are actually like horrible criminals and stuff. They're just petty thieves or people who are poor, who are desperate, for the most part. So yeah. Don't worry, I'm Canadian. Our history is pretty boring too. Only World War I and World War II are interesting. Aside from that, American history is much better. Yeah, this is so much more drama with American history. Brandon getting reincarnated to the Konosuba world. Fun fact, most of the convicts that went to Australia were supposed to go to America first, and those convicts were actual murderers. Yeah, okay. Okay. I don't know. Australia is basically hell on earth to any sane person. Excuse me, no it is not. Now, you don't understand. I think you've listened a bit too much to just hearing about, you know, the deadly animals and stuff. But I gotta make it clear that all of those are in the outback where nobody goes, where there's desert. No, that place is abandoned. Where everyone lives is along the coastlines, along the edges of Australia. And those parts are basically paradise because you got the beaches, nice and sunny. You got the tropical areas and stuff like that. It is a really huge destination spot that a lot of tourists go to, and it is known for that. Australia is known for its great beaches. So yeah. So like, so long as you're not randomly going to the middle of the desert, you'll be fine. Okay, I know you won't watch One Piece, but there are 1,063 episodes. If you watch 2 episodes per day, it will take 531 days to catch up. You know, that suddenly sounds a lot more reasonable. Just watch 2 episodes per day. That's, you know. Okay. Do you see an emu out the window? No. These are wild animals, guys. That's like asking, oh, do you, like, you Americans, do you see... Okay, do you see an elephant outside your house right now? Yeah, just casually going down the street. Oh, you don't? What do you mean? Those are animals that are part of America, right? Like, what? Why aren't they? We see them in the zoo, guys. As if they just be casually waltzing along in the street and stuff. Yeah, Brad, is there air in Australia, or does it fall off the earth? Yeah. Yeah, Australia is also known for having literally every single one of the deadliest animals in existence. That is correct, which is why we don't see any of them. We don't live there. We don't live in those areas where the deadly animals are living. They're all in the desert. Do you see a kangaroo out the window then? Not really. It depends on where you live. If you live in a really like grassy area where there's a lot of trees and stuff and you're next to a forest, or like, you know, if you're living like in a more if you're not living in the city and you're living more in the natural area and not so suburban, then yeah, I suppose you might see some kangaroos, but like, yeah, I heard that the laughing kookaburra is Australia's national symbol. I think so. It's pretty iconic. What you're saying is that Australians were the non-evil people of Britain because most of the elite are racist, while white supremacists at the time. I don't know about that, but I suppose. No offense, but if you're the defendant of those English criminals, then why do you look Asian? Unless they arrested people from Asia and sent them to... Are you not able to comprehend that people can be mixed race? I'm not fully Australian. I'm also Filipino. Come on, guys. Brandon, elephants are African. Yeah, but you have them in zoos in America. I know they're more commonly found in Africa. That's besides the point. How does it feel to have the same accent as Billy Butcher from The Boys? If you think my voice sounds even remotely similar to Billy Butcher, then I don't know what to say, guys. They're called white people. Yeah, you live on the same landmass as such incredibly terrifying creatures. Oh, yeah, so you're telling me that you don't have terrifying animals in America? They've just been normalized, but they're still there. You just think Australia is weird because ours are different from America's. Go to Australia's beaches. Box jellyfish, stonefish, dolphins that are high in pufferfish, blue-ringed octopus. Yeah. Okay. Those definitely exist. But I haven't seen any. And all of the times that I've visited the beaches in all my life, they are very rare. And like, that's why also generally you've got like actual surf life-saving guards there who mark areas where it's safe, where it's just completely safe for everyone to go to. And we go, okay. And then everyone goes within those flags areas. There's no problem. I mean, sure, you might run into some problems if you go to like a completely different place where nobody's supervising and go out super far into the ocean. Then you might get in trouble. But like, why would you do that? Why would you bother? Like all the most common areas are supervised, so you'll be fine. Okay, and if is Australia a real place? I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just a paid actor. And if it's a real place, do you guys still do the accents when nobody's around? Of course people do the accents. It becomes... I just hear people... we're a very mixed country. There's a lot of different cultures in Australia because there's just so many different people from different countries visiting the place or living here. So you got people from Asia, you got people from Africa, you got all different kinds of cultures. There are a lot of Americans who live here as well. So, yeah. But yeah, it is pretty fun to hear the accent and stuff. Because, like, I'm used to it. I grew up with it. And you just hear people, oh, hey, mate. Yeah, hey, mate. Just want to... I don't know how to speak the accent myself. But I hear a lot of people say it. And it's just, yeah. It sounds normal to me. Do you ever feel like you can be convinced to watch One Piece? Maybe someday, yeah. How accurate is Crocodile Dundee? I don't think it's very accurate at all. I feel like that's how Americans see Australians. But I haven't seen the movie. But from the little that I've seen of it, it's like, bro, it's like, what if we got a weird Australian person and put him in America? Like that's the kind of vibes I get from it. Like, bro, I don't think that's quite how most Australians act. How do you get an accent? Did you force to learn it? I didn't force to learn anything. It was just how my mom. It's just how my mom talks. My mom's Filipino. Filipinos learn English in the American accent, so that's how I learned the accent. And I live in Australia, so it's just some weird combo. I bet you have Sindori crocodiles and Yandere box jellyfish in your house instead of body fillers. I don't even want to think about that. Everyone in the world is unsafe. That's why Ireland is the best country in the world. Okay, me personally, I couldn't live in a country who lost a war or against a few birds. I mean, that's the best part of our history. I wish more Australians knew that. Like, they don't teach us that in history class. That would have been funny. But what do you mean I couldn't live in a country who lost a war against a few birds? Don't act as if America is that much better when it comes to war, because you guys, you know. Quick question, Brandon. Can you say these words, chips, tea about YouTube and mate? Okay, these were chips, tea about YouTube, mate. That's okay. I try and fail doing a British accent. We reached 2 hours, yeah. How accurate is Mad Max to Australia? Ooh, I need to watch that movie, but I don't know. What are your thoughts on passport bros? Huh? Men from the West who seek out women from other parts of the world because the Western women aren't good enough? I mean, you do you, I guess. I don't really have any thoughts on it. But if he makes you feeling better, Canada and Australia are the only two countries to not lose an official war. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess that's just because we don't participate that much in war in general. Like, when was the last time I heard of that? I mean, we do have an army and stuff, but like, war itself is like, no. The fact is that I know all of this and I'm like 11. Oh no, we learn about it just through the internet, not through history classes. And wait, why are you like 11? Bro, I don't think you should be here if you're only 11 years old. I'm sorry. But anyways, thank you guys. I'm probably going to end the stream now. I've been talking for some time. It's been more than 2 hours. And thank you to anyone who's shown up. Yeah. I think now has been enough time. Brandon, this has been a great 2 hours. Goodbye. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Medley. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. I'm only 14, Brandon. I don't think you noticed that the majority of your audience are teenagers. I assumed that most people were like 16 to 18 years old, not like 14 and under. No, I'm like... Okay. Okay, anyways, see you guys. Thank you so much for joining the stream, and goodbye.